This is Steve from the NSAF here with Coach Barry Haworth with Assumption High School, Kentucky. 1-point winners in the girls' race of champions today over Blacksburg. Coach, we talked a lot a couple days ago about what different girls would need to do. The way your season's kind of evolved, kind of in a choppy fashion. With a long ways to go till November, December. What went right today that helped you do what you needed to do?
We had a number of girls that just our commitment to the girls. My comments to the girls before the race were, you have to hang on. It's really just a matter of you either stay with someone or in effect you give up, and it's time just to finish the race and not worry about how you do. And they decided they needed to stay with people, and so we had a group that ran together today, made all the difference in the world. They realized it was going to hurt whether they ran hard or not, so they hung on, and that made a big difference. I mean, everything from 3 back, they did huge.
Well, Bailey came back and had a pretty solid race.
Yeah.
Bailey Davis.
Hey, the only thing I said to Bailey her first race was, "Are you happy?" And every time she went by, she said, "Yeah." Today I asked, "Are you happy?" And she said, "No." So I knew she was working, but she finished just phenomenally well.
And tell me about your girl who was your #1 today.
That was Emily Bean. Emily is one of these that's been in the shadow of our top 2, and now she's had to step out of that shadow and get up and perform. So for Emily to perform like she did today, it's a mental thing in this sport, as everybody knows. But just because we know it doesn't mean it's easy to overcome some of those hurdles. So she got up and basically decided, I am going to lead today, and she did just that. I was very, very proud of her.
Even though your girls are still a long way, from the team that they want to be at the end of the year, to come back and repeat here, despite all the ups and downs, has to be tremendously satisfying.
I'm so happy. As I said earlier, we could have gotten 4th or 5th. There's some amazing teams who are in the top 5. We could have been 4th or 5th, and I'd have been pleased. Disappointed in a sense, but pleased. And so to win it, I'll be in shock probably at least half the way home on an 8-hour drive.
Well, it sounds like it was the way they competed more necessarily than the result. That they took care of the process that you wanted them to do.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's whenever the girls go out and run hard, that's all you can hope for. And today they did just that. So I'm very proud of them.
All right. With Madison Peoples getting second also, we've continued to see the last couple years an evolution of Kentucky cross country, both on the boys and girls sides. St. Xavier was second today.
Yes.
What do you feel like is kind of propelling the sport in Kentucky, both with the individuals and the teams, to keep sort of getting a little better every season?
I think a lot of these kids, because we're a state that, in a sense, we're maybe a bit large, it's still a small state in a lot of respects. And so you get to know the other kids, and you look at these kids and you think, well, I can do that good. If they can do that good, I can do that good. And I think that propels some of them to, well, I'm going to go for it. Let me see if I can do like her. And it's starting to obviously pay off. So a lot of it is here, and I think a lot of the kids, hopefully in our state, are beginning to see that, we can go out and compete. It makes me happy because I'm very proud to be from Kentucky and be part of what that state is producing.
All right, well, thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you so much.